Shalom Yabashim Shabbat Thumb to my brothers. Shalom Yawashamar Latham Bashim Shah to my sisters. I am priest and officer Kala. I'm with the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm the commanding general Yohana. We've been around since 1969. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated. We are not affiliated with any other organization or group. Today is Wednesday. We are going to go ahead and get into the law class. All right. So I want y'all to know the law class is here to teach you how to keep yourself from being pretty much prosecuted by the law for transgressing the law itself, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. We've been teaching this since 1969. And you will find these laws in this book right here. The King James Holy Bible is written by black people for black people. It's your history book. It's your law book. It's everything to you. This is your lifeline. If you want to live, you should be following the laws. And I'm here to teach you what the laws are that should be followed and how to keep yourself from dying and how to live. We are in the middle of a feast right now, which is what I was going to go into today, is feast days versus your pagan holidays and other things that goes against the Most High. This feast that we're in is the Feast of the Tabernacles. It started. Good night. It started Friday. So it says Friday, right?
Friday at sundown.
It started Friday on sundown to Saturday. This upcoming Saturday to sundown. And this is a feast day that is in the title of what it is. It's a feast day. It's a feast holy convocation. It's where we gather together and we eat good food and drink good wine or drink good drinks for brothers that can't actually take in the strong right now. You know what I'm saying? Or brothers that's on medicine. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad for you. So today we're gonna start with the book of Deuteronomy. 1 second, slide. 7 and 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. I want y'all to understand something. I'm bringing this scripture out because you should know this. I bring it out a lot. And for those new viewers, this is something that you should hold dear to yourself. This should make you excited to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because again, these scriptures are just for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people. It's not for anybody else. He's not coming to teach all the other nations. He's only teaching you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you could read
Deuteronomy 7:6.
concept.
And this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. What that's saying is, for you are a separate nation unto him, or the separate people unto him. It's like, the way to break it down is, you were saying something? Okay. The way to break this down is for you to understand that you are not the same as everybody else, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people. You're not. You are a separate people, a holy people. Holy, and the definition of holy in the biblical term is separate. Okay? For you are a separate people unto the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
For the Lord thy God has chosen you to be a special people unto himself. Good night. You are that's telling you are something special. And I'm not talking about something special as in in a different sense. I'm talking about special as in your favorite. Like I know you would have like your favorite things growing up. For kids, sometimes it's their favorite blankie, favorite teddy bear that they would go everywhere with. For adults, you could probably have your favorite kid. I don't want to say it like that, but in your mind, you already know that one kid that stands out of all your children is your favorite. You don't want to sit there and admit it because you're like, oh man, that's wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having a favorite. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High had a favorite. I'm telling you about him now. Growing up, my favorite thing was I like books. You know what I'm saying? I really like books. And there was this one book that I would read over and over and over again. Can't remember the name of it because when I got it, it was just a leather bound book. And it just started out with different fairy tale type stories and stuff. And then I graduated to the Bible. Now this is my favorite book. Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay. Above all peoples, they are upon the face of the earth.
And that is above all the people upon the face of the earth. So he has chosen you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to be a special people, a holy people unto himself above everybody. So he's not including everybody in this. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they were like, well, John 3:16 always say, well, God, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you that this is to sit there and cut that too. Because he said, because in that scripture, he was talking to Nicodemus. He was talking to Nicodemus, which was a Jew himself, for him to be a ruler of the Jews. And he said, whosoever, like if you was to sit there and go to a party and you was in there and you like, whosoever in here wants something to drink, let me know. Put in. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking to everybody outside of that room, right? You're only talking to those people. Just like in that I can't answer the phone right now. But it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody. Because, you know, the word world is defined as age or society anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, in that age or society, whosoever in that area, in that region, in that room, that nation, he loved. And whosoever believed in him shall not perish. He's only talking to those people. Again, he was talking to Nicodemus. And Nicodemus was a ruler of the Jews. And for you to be a ruler over a nation of people, you have to be of that nation. America got it so twisted and so backwards, it ain't even funny. Again, they got these political leaders, presidents and legislative and all that other stuff that you got to answer to when they ain't even of you. All the laws and everything that they pass is to pretty much benefit them. You know what I'm saying? It's not the benefit you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But I want you to understand, they sat there and they gave you food stamps, government assistance. That's not to help you. That's just to keep you under whatever spell they got you under. You know what I'm saying? That spell that they got you under is still keeping you destroyed, which is going to bring me to Hosea 4:6.
But select is
Go ahead.
all right. We are reading a book of Deuteronomy 7:6, right?
Yes, sir.
we need to make clear about about, like for example, say, for thou art an holy peoples unto the Lord thy God. Just let's remember one thing, okay? That we in the Isupk we has been talking about over and over and over again, that the chosen peoples of God, as the Hebrew Israelite, the Israelite,
Right.
the nation of Israel, those are the chosen peoples. And to make this clear, this is, the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Okay? Now, above all peoples there are upon the face of the earth. So all the other nations, that's what we are talking about right now, are nothing to God.
Right. They're
He has chosen us,
right.
the Israelites, okay? Israel, the real Israel, not the fake Israel. They are over there, sitting down in our land. Okay, not
Okay.
those ones. Those ones are who are occupying our land, pretending to be something that they are not, a nation that they are not. We are the real Israel of the Bible, the so-called blacks in America, Hispanic and North American Indians.
Damn right. I mean,
So,
that's right.
so that's the point that I want to make.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. And see, I the one right here just sat there and broke it down even more. You know what I'm saying? He's made it extremely clear. And I know I say it a lot. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And the only way you can be called that is if you are of your father's blood, not your mother's. So if you sit in there and say, "Oh, I got Mexican in me," and the Mexican that's in you is your mama, it doesn't count. Whatever you are, what your father is, you are the seed of your father. Because if you plant a seed in the ground, it's going to grow up to be whatever that seed was that was planted in the ground. Okay?
Fine. What book you was telling me, sir?
Yeah, Hosea 4 and 6. But yeah, again, 1 second. Again, like I was saying, we sitting there and slide it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So we sitting here. America has got you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as you call us, brainwashed. They got y'all so messed up in your mind that you believe that they are there to help you. That the stuff that they are giving you are helping you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it's not. Because I've never seen a brother sit there and look happy any day unless he's in the ISUPK. Because I've seen more brothers sit there and with genuine smiles and have brotherly love towards each other, sisterly love towards each other. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that more than I have ever seen in the world. And in the world, I know you probably understand this too. In the world, you sitting there, brothers out there, they smoking, they drinking themselves. You know what I'm saying? They getting high. They sitting there looking for streetwalkers. You know what I'm saying? Because they're lost and they don't know how to sit there and make themselves better. They're all the way at the bottom. They're suffering. You know what I'm saying? They're suffering. Go ahead, read what you got.
The book of Hosea 4 and what you say?
6. Hosea 4 and 6.
4 and 6?
Yes, sir.
4 and 6. My peoples are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The lack of knowledge is what we're giving you. We're giving you the knowledge that you need now, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. We're breathing life into you. We're teaching you, so you wouldn't be destroyed. And being destroyed, I'm meaning like you out there, brothers and sisters out there on dope. They out there selling themselves. They killing each other, drinking themselves to death. You know what I'm saying? Y'all destroyed. Go ahead.
God, this verse, chapter 4 and 6, is telling us about what God said about us. Okay, my peoples are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Why lack of knowledge? Okay, lack of knowledge. I'm gonna say it like this: when the Europeans placed us under slavery, they
Mm-hmm.
basically religiously, politically, and historically, they has destroyed us, especially with religion. All right, so we think about, when we go to church, we're going to the right place. Well, we are here to inform you that if you go to church, you gain nothing,
Of correct.
because see, what happens is, uh, us as a regular people, you know we pay our taxes to the government, right?
Of
And
course.
every institution, every company, that has some business to do, they pay taxes yearly. But see, what happens is the government doesn't charge no taxes to the church, because they are together as one team. Because what the government asks is they want to keep us down, and
Of
they
course.
use the priest to collect the 10% out of you, see, and so they can keep it, to keep on telling us those
Mm-hmm.
lies, and they has been robbing us, our the knowledge that we used to have, and they convert us out of nothing. They left us, without knowledge. So 4 and 6 say, "My peoples are destroyed for the lack of knowledge." Who destroyed us? I'm going to tell you: politically, the government; religiously, our pastors.
Of course.
They are telling us something that is not even biblically. They are not telling us. They are not telling us who we are.
Of course.
They are so the only institution in the whole world, in the entire world, the only institution who has take the job, the work, to wake up our peoples again, to be what we used to be Israel again, is only the ISUPK under the orders of General Diana.
Right.
This is our job: to wake up our peoples and let you know who you are. If you are black, if you are Hispanic and North American Indians, let me tell you, you are the true Israelite, the true Israel of the Bible.
Damn right. I mean, that is totally correct. That is completely correct. The black leaders, the government, everything that's out there is to hinder you from knowing who you are. It's to keep you from being a whole people. You know what I'm saying? It's to keep you from being complete. It's making you broken completely. You know what I'm saying? So what he was saying is it's real heavy. Again, there is no other institute out there teaching you the truth of the Bible the way it should be taught, and that's only the ISUPK, the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't the ISUPK, you don't. It's not the right way. You should go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, come home, man. Come home to the truth. And I'm not only talking to you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yeah, your skin tone may look different, but you are what your father is. So that's who I'm talking to. If your father is so-called black, so-called Hispanic, or so-called Native American Indian, I'm only talking to you. So go ahead, come to class, find out who you are, know what you should know, and stop being destroyed.
Come back to our reality.
Of course, come back to who you are, your reality, your truth, your heritage, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You want to keep on reading?
A concept, if you could.
Okay. My peoples are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee,
Bet.
that thou should be no priest to me.
No more.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Ooh, good. Man, that right there in itself is a heavy thing to say. Because y'all rejecting the knowledge that is given to you. Because again, we've been doing this since what, 1969.
Yeah, kind of.
They've been out. We've been doing this since 1969, and I know brothers and sisters out there. They see us when we do our street teaching. I know they see us when we pop up and go across their timeline on their feed or whatnot, and they over there like, man, that's nothing. Y'all cult. Y'all sitting there brainwashing people. You know what I'm saying? That's not the right way to teach the Bible. Your Christian pastors and your your so-called black leaders, they sit there and try to steer you the opposite way of what you should be doing, and that is following the law, statutes, and commandments. They probably told you that it's what, 10 commandments.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it says.
And as soon as you ask them what those 10 commandments are, they be like, thou shalt not kill, steal, and then they hit me with this: honor thy mother and thy father. When that right there is backwards. It should be honor thy father and thy mother. You know what I'm saying? Because they raised you. They did. They raised you from a baby. They cleaned you up from your dirty diapers and fed you the food and put the clothes on your back, and then they tried to give you the best education that you could have. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that they should have been teaching you the ways of the law. They don't have the law. We ended up going against the Most High. We made him mad by sitting there serving other idols and worshiping other gods and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This verse 6 is, we have to understand the meaning of the Bible, okay?
Right.
For us to be sure, to what we are talking about. When it say on verse 6, right? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I would also reject thee. So now let's look, Black, Hispanic, and North American Indians. We have to recognize one thing, because that we know for sure that during the conquest, when the Europeans arrived to America, they brought Christianity with them. So it was a before and it's an after right here in the American continent. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Before the arrival of the Europeans, white Europeans, we didn't know what the heck Christianity was. All right. So, but then when they conquered, the so-called Hispanic peoples, they introduced us by force, not voluntarily, but by force, to accept Christianity. Okay? So we knew, we had the real knowledge of God.
Right.
The North American Indian, the so-called Hispanics, but see, that's the works of the devil, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Throughout Christianity, all right? And they gave us by force something that was not us.
Of course.
Something was not us. So now, here come the transatlantic voyage when they brought you from Africa, all right? They did the same thing to you. They gave you Christianity, and ever since then, okay, we are Christians, all right? Mm-hmm. So they introduced Christianity to us. They gave us Christianity by force. And after that time, it was just matters of time, and we forgot our identity. That we was Israel, and that we was not damn Christians.
Right.
All right.
I mean, so do you know what it is that they used to control the people, to rule over a nation?
Okay.
They sat there and they killed the elders that had the knowledge. Then they sat there and killed the men. So the only thing that was left was women and children, so they can raise them up to the way that they want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's another way that they instill Christianity. They killed it into us. Fine. If we didn't convert, or if we didn't follow their religious beliefs, then off with the head. You know what I'm saying? That is a part of history that I used to bring up in high school. My teachers would send me straight to the office. because they didn't want to hear that. It's something that should have been taught, but it wasn't. It should be taught now. Just like we bringing it out, it should be taught in the schools. They're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of all the history that they done committed, the atrocities that they have done to our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They go ahead.
So continue, with the verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here comes the Lord and speaking to us, saying, thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. Okay, during the conquest, during the transatlantic voyage, all right, our peoples was more eager to accept what the white man offered us and gave us by force, and we are supposed to stand by the laws of our God. But our forefathers, they choose better to be a Christian, to become Christians, and in that way, we forgot about the laws of our God, the laws of the Bible. Okay,
Right.
Okay, and so God say, "I will also forget thy children." Here we are. We are the result of the disobedience of our forefathers. Being Christian, being lost down the street, because our pastor, they don't know how to take care of his sheep. All right? So that is exactly what it is. But God has promises that He was going to turn us back again, and to be once what we was before, and here we are. And the only institution who is taking charge of this is the Isupk.
Of course.
Okay.
There is no other.
So
we can sit there and sing this same song until our throats bleed from the inside. That ain't nobody out there doing it but the UPK. That's who's out there trying to save you day in and day out. You can call any school that's near you. You can get counseling. You can get help with anything that you want to. You can ask anything you want to ask. You know what I'm saying? Get counseling, or if you need somebody just to talk to or something, you hit up the school. Come to class. You come in and ask us questions, and we will answer them to the best of our abilities. And if we can't answer that question, we will go and get the answer and bring it back to you, because that is what we do as priests and prophets of the Lord. And that is to go ahead and wake up our brothers and sisters. And we are to sit there and help them. You know what I'm saying? We are nothing but the servants of the Lord. And we are serving our people by sitting there doing the work of the Lord. I'm only here for you lost sheep. The lost sheep of Israel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for no other. I'm not here for no pale face, no yellow man. I'm not here for Habibi. I'm not here for them. I'm only here for y'all. Just like this brother over here is here for y'all. The ISUPK itself in the whole is here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people. We are out here teaching you that you should love your brother or your sister. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't kill them. Teach you not to smoke. Teach you not to sell your sisters. I'm going to be bringing out some of those scriptures today too. But I'm going to go ahead and let's get back to topic. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and go back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. All right? Let me know when you got that. Because I want y'all to understand. Yeah, I've already said it, but I want you to understand clearly. Y'all are our holy people. You are a special people. You are special. For those people that are hated and despised in America. Because we do also got that scripture, Zephaniah 2 and 1. And I'm going to pull that one myself. You know what I'm saying? And it says in the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. You know what I'm saying? And we talking to you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people. Because You are the only people I know that are despised and hated in this land, in Babylon the Great. I see mostly blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans homeless and just strung out on drugs and unaliving each other and drinking yourself until you're silly. You know what I'm saying? Out there selling your bodies. It's like it. Becoming streetwalkers. When I know there's so much that is in you. I can see the potential in the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It makes me sad every time I get on Facebook and all I see is brothers and sisters doing the things that goes against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I got on there this morning, and the first thing that popped up on my timeline was somebody unaliving another brother. That's not something I want to see. I want to see my brothers out here celebrating the feast days, like we doing now. Celebrate this day. It's a day that the Lord has deemed as celebratory. You know what I'm saying? It's a day for you to celebrate. It's the day for you to be married, to sit there and be around blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans without even popping off and sitting there unaliving each other. You come into any of our events or high holy days, you wouldn't have to worry about somebody popping you. You wouldn't have to worry about somebody stealing from you. Like you wouldn't even have to worry about somebody sitting there and arguing with you for stepping on their shoe or something. You step on somebody's shoe, oh, my bad, bro. Slack it. I did not see you right there. That was my fault. I did not mean to sit there and step on you. You feel me? You got something I want?
Yeah, I kind of want concern. Like everyone says over here, come and check us out.
Right.
And you will find out over here what true brotherhood is.
That's right.
So here we are. We have Garay brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Our priest tonight. I am, from the tribe of Sabalawan, Central America. We have Mexicans. We have Puerto Ricans.
Right.
And of course, we got our black brothers over here.
Right.
All right. And we can show you over here that amongst us is a true brotherhood. Okay. Right here is nothing. It's none about fighting. Right here is none of that.
It's not.
We don't envy no one. We are who we are. We are Israel in the fullest. In our fullest,
Right.
True
right.
brotherhood. Come and check us out, and you will see what we're talking about.
Exactly. And last time we had an event, there was a brother that came in from the world. You know what I'm saying? And the look of amazement on his face when he seen everybody, it was a beautiful sight to see. I was like, "How you doing, man?" He was like, "I've never done this. I ain't never." I was like, "Go ahead, come on in, man. Come on in, and we go ahead, sit you down, get you something to eat, teach you something. Yeah, you get to learn something." You know what I'm saying? And he sat there and he was like, "Man, I've been out here struggling, man." I gave that man the last $20 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Nah, man, you ain't got to do that, man." And he started crying. And I did not expect to see a grown man cry until that day.
Well,
I was like, wow.
But it happens,
It does.
Especially, when you discover something that was forgotten, erased out of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and you discover one truth out of nowhere. And then, of course, when the Lord provides you, with His Spirit, He will let you know.
Of course.
And then, when you discover exactly who you are, I mean, He touches your feelings, He touches your heart.
Yeah.
That what happened with me too. When I discovered who I was astonished. I was totally surprised about that, but I have no choice but to believe who I was,
right,
and who I am actually right now.
To be honest, I don't want. I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first came into the truth, my first camp, they had me read it. and the brothers is out there, they speaking on heavy topics. And my chest, I can feel it in my chest. You know what I'm saying? Every time we go out for a street teaching or camp, if you will, I can feel it here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can feel the emotions of the people that's just standing there paying attention to what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So now you're sitting there like, I understand how you feel because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? My first time actually sitting there, I wanted to cry. It's a good thing I had glasses on. I was standing there.
It wouldn't matter.
I was standing there like this. You know what I'm saying? With glasses on, trying my best not to cry. Man, I didn't expect that to happen. But I see it when we go out and teach brothers and sisters. They don't see it all the time. And I heard a brother when we was out there teaching, he was like, man, everybody out here teaching this and that. But what y'all bringing out, it feels like it's just for me. It feel like you speaking to me and only me. It feel like I'm the only one in the world that you can talk, that I'm listening, and you only talking straight to me. I was like, you know why? He's like, why, man? I was like, because we are talking to you. We are talking to you, Mr. Black Man. You so-called black man. He was like, oh, my name Donnie. I was like, oh. It's all good. But hey, look, go ahead, come to class. I still haven't seen him in class, but he's always there when we teach. He's like a Saturday camp brother. You want to come out? But yeah, I'll be glad when I see him. But yeah, so again, we're gonna go ahead and read Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Yeah, book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all peoples they are upon the face of the earth.
Good, man. That was the first scripture that I read. I mean, not read, heard when I came to camp. Okay. And what do you mean? I am a holy people unto the Lord, to be a separate, to be special. What do you mean? I'm like, yo, I'm confused. All my life I was told John 3:16, this was for everybody, but you telling me that there is a God that looks like me, that's only for us? That Christ is a black man? What? For thou art a holy people. For you are a separate people. You're not the same as everybody else, black, Hispanic, and Native American, Indian, man, woman, and child. You're not. You're different. You're the Most High's chosen people, his special people. We're going to go ahead and get Deuteronomy 26 and 19.
26, 19?
26 and 19.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to understand, I know it's something that you never really heard of, especially in your Christian church. They tell you it's okay for you to go out and sin all day, every day of the week, as long as you come in and you pray to the Lord and pay your tithes. All is forgiven. Man, I'm here to tell you, your Christian pastors ain't nothing but pimps.
That, I mean, probably by what you say right now, sir, so lucky if I disrupt you.
Go
ahead. Sorry for what you say. If you hurt somebody's feelings about what you say.
Right.
But, I mean, we have to be plain.
Of course.
We have to tell the truth. Whether you like it or not, we are telling you that pastors in the church are nothing else than pimps.
Mm-hmm. They are nothing but pimps.
That's all they are.
It is what it is. It's plain and simple, black and white. They sit there like, it's a little gray area. No, you go in, you sit there and you make all this money. and you believe in that, as soon as you come in, all is forgiven with the Lord, as long as you give them money and you pray that the Lord forgives you. When that is not the way it is. You break that sin, you and you know what the sin is, and then you are under the law. You know what I'm saying? You will be prosecuted by what the law is. If we was back, like not back, if we was in the kingdom right now, and you was to break a sin, break a law. And the break a law is a sin, and the sin is the transgression of the law, and that is, in its sense, is breaking the law. Say you got people out there with the alternative lifestyle. That's breaking multiple sins in on itself. You know what I'm saying? You and to be subject to the law is essentially the most heinous is what? Death?
Okay.
The most lenient one is what? I thought it was like death or unclean.
There you go.
You're unclean or you're dead. Those are breaking laws. And I don't want to see that for my brothers and sisters. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Or any other brother or sister out there, they don't want to see that happen. So we out here teaching you. That's the only way we know how to save you, is to teach you.
Deuteronomy 26:19, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, verse 19. And it says, "And to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made in praise and in name, in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he has spoken."
Good night. Good night. Could you read that from the top again? Out of one.
Verse 19. "And to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made, and in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he has spoken."
What he's reading right now is to reiterate what Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6 is saying. Because you are a holy people. He's sat there and he put you above everybody, all nations upon the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Every nation besides blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are like a drop of water in a bucket. It's the spittle that comes out of your mouth while you speak. You know what I'm saying? They are nothing. You know what I'm saying? Only you are something. He had made thee in praise and in name and in honor. You know what I'm saying? And you be that you may be an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Again, the word holy is defined as separate. So you be a separate people unto the Lord thy God, as he hath spoken. Like this is what he said. And he's like, hey, look, you are my people. You are my special people. That's what he's saying out of his mouth.
He has chosen thee.
Right. He has chosen thee. He's like, hey, look, I don't care what you say, but these people right here is my favorite. Just like I would sit there and be like, I don't know, man. My favorite drink is Pepsi. You can tell me anything else, but that's my drink right there. Go ahead, give me a Pepsi with a little bit of whiskey. Those are my favorites. You know what I'm saying? If you was to sit there and offer me something else, if you have what I want, I'm going to go for that instead of that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's my favorite. Again, the people that's ruling over you right now, the so-called pale-face oppressors, okay, are the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the word devil in this sense means deceivers. They are the most deceitful people, the most cunning people. They out here making you think that you are being that you are free when you're not. You still got to depend on them for everything. Your house, your clothes, your food, your jobs, everything. Your car, everything. Baby formula. Know what I'm saying? Women make formula when they give birth. But sometimes you still got to go and get the formula for your baby. But you got guess who you got to go through to get it? The so-called pale-faced oppressors. You still got to sit there and you work 80 to 90 hours a week to go ahead and provide for your family. And as soon as you get your paycheck, everything goes right back to them. And it goes right back in their hands. And then it goes right back. You go right back to work. It's a cycle. It's a never-ending cycle for them. And that, all y'all doing is just making them richer. If we was to sit there and not go into some of these establishments out there and start putting money in our own community, say we got blacks, Hispanics, and Native American stores in one community. If we stop going to Walmart, Sam's Club, or the beauty supply stores, and start going to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American shops, go to their shops and order food from them, order clothes from them. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers, like in the school, there's brothers that make some dope garments. Like the brother right here next to me, he makes some dope garments, and I'm trying to get one. Know what I'm saying? Hey, we got brothers out there that knows how to hand make pants and shit. I believe you know how to do that, right? That brother right here, a tailor. He will sit there and stitch you in your clothes while you're standing there. Okay? He'll make sure your measurements is up to par. What will be the male version of a seamstress? A tailor?
Tailor.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, the tailor. So, yeah. We got sisters out there making mighty fine outfits and garments and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? There was a sister that she made a shirt. I had got it. Man, that shirt was mean, man. It was mean. And then, I don't know what happened. It disappeared. I wore that shirt like maybe 3 times, and it fit me so perfect. I didn't even like notice, like, you know, the cuffs around the wrist was the perfect size. It wasn't like tight or too loose. You know what I'm saying? The shirt felt comfortable. We make our own stuff. If we start putting in money for our people, we would thrive more than them. You know what I'm saying? And leave the pork alone, please. I just thought about it. A brother came up to me. He was like, "Hey, man, we barbecuing." This was just when I came up here. He was like, "Hey, man, we about to barbecue, bro. We if you want, you could go ahead, come over, and you could get you some ribs. We got the pork chops on the grill." I was like, "Bro, you lost me at ribs and pork chops, bro. I don't condone or look or want to smell pork, man."
Okay.
That's going against the Most High. And then I sat there and I talked to him for about like 10 minutes. He looked at me like, "Bro, if you don't leave me alone." That's how he looked at me. Like, I did not want to hear a Bible lesson today. I was not ready for that. But nah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, leave the pork alone. That's also a sin too. Eating pork. It's in the Levitical law, your dietary law. I went over it in, I believe, the last class and the class before that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. We
read Deuteronomy 26 and 19. So what?
2 Samuel 7 and 23. But yeah, so he said it in 2 different scriptures. He had to reiterate it. He had to retell you that you are a special people. You are pretty much the only people above everybody else. His favorite people. You're separate. He took a whole bunch of candy and stuff, right? Skittles, if you will. You know how they got all types of colors all in the mix. And he took, I'm going to say, green. No, red. I like red. No, red because that'll throw me off. Let's go ahead and go with purple. Okay. He took all the purple pieces out and he set them off to the side. Now he still has this clump of whatever that is. That is everybody else. He's not really wanting these. He's wanting the ones that he sat off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I get a bag of Skittles, I always eat all the red ones and all the purple ones. It used to be the green ones until they changed it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I would give the rest of the candy to my brothers and sisters. Like, nah, I don't want that. Here, you take it. But yeah, that's what he's saying. You are separate. You are his favorite people. You go ahead and read what you got. It's 2 Samuel 7:23.
Yeah, there's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7, verse 23. And it says, And what one nation in earth is like thy peoples?
He's saying, what nation out there is like the people that I'm talking about? Go ahead.
Even like Israel.
Even like Israelites. Who's out there like them? What other people out? Can you find another people out there that I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Keep going.
Whom God went to redeem for a peoples to himself.
And there you go again. He just said it again. And this is in a different book. And it's in 2 Samuel. It's not in Deuteronomy. It's in Hush. No. Thank you. My phone over here acting funny, man. She don't want me to keep speaking. Mm-hmm. Why? Because even she knows that she's not one of the special people. Mm-hmm. But nah. He even said it again right here, but in a different phrase. Like he phrased it a different way, but he's still saying the same thing. Whom God went to redeem for a people to himself. Mm-hmm. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. You know what I'm saying? Again. Whom God went to redeem for a people to himself. Keep going.
And to make him a name, and to do for you great things, and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
Again, he saved you from everybody else. He took you and chose you to be special for him. Let me not sit back like that. Lounging back, that's too much for me. But he's only there for you. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's out there to teach you, like, look, I am your God. I am your power. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take you out of this land where all this wickedness and all this tomfoolery is going around, and I'm going to go ahead and give you your own laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. I'm going to give you your own high holy days to follow. I'm going to give you your rest days. I'm going to give you things that you can and cannot eat. I'm going to go ahead and breathe life into you so you will understand what it means to be alive. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying right here. He's taking you out of the other nations from their gods. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and I thought I wrote it down. I'm looking for cannot serve two masters. Can't serve two masters. It's,
I think, Sir Salakia, it'll be worth to read, verse 24 also.
Right. Can.
Okay. Can. 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 24. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. And thou, Lord, art became their God.
Good night.
See what he say?
Kind of. I was gonna go into it, but I was just looking for that other one
Go ahead.
to serving two. You can't serve two masters.
Two masters.
I think it's I believe Matthew. But yeah, what this one is saying as well. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel. Okay. Again, he said Israel. He didn't say everybody on the planet. There you go. We're talking to you. He's only talking to Israelites. The Israel in the Bible. Israel is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. That's who he's talking to. He's not talking to anybody else. And it all throughout this Bible, all throughout the holy books, the separate books, he's talking to you, so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, woman, child. You know what I'm saying? He said, for that thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. And he's not saying that you are his special people just for a short period of time. He's saying that you are his people forever. Time without end. You know what I'm saying? There is no time limit to how long you will be his favorite people. You will be his people forever. And I'm pretty sure y'all understand what forever is. Forever is a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I got the two masters, Matthew 6 and 24.
Okay.
Can I read it?
Go ahead, Ottawa.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
He's saying that you can't serve the Most High and still follow the world's rituals and whatnot, so what they celebrate and what they participate in. That's what it's saying right there. You can't serve two masters because you would despise one and love the other. You can't be hot or cold. You can't. I mean, you got to be hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm. I believe there's a scripture on that one too. But hot would be like the Most High. Cold would be other nations. You are either hot or you cold. You can't just be stuck in the middle. You can't be teetering on the edge. So those of you watching the classes and whatnot, and you still ain't came into the UPK, you still ain't paid your tithes. I understand that you scared a little. You scared. I understand that.
So like it's insecure,
right?
Insecure because you are deciding right now that if what we are teaching today, okay, and then again, you have with you the teachings of the church for so long.
Right. You've been sitting there following the church since your grandma's grandma. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma has instilled it into you that you should be going to church every Sunday. That you should go ahead and pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Eat your pork and your chitlins. That traumatized me. Just so you know, chitlins traumatized. I didn't understand what it was. I even ate a little bit, and they got me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "What is this? I don't like it." She was like, "It's chitlins." What is chitlins? Nobody would tell me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would tell me until I Googled it. And I was like, "You nasty mother lovers." Because at the time I was still young. I couldn't use swear words around the swear. You know what I'm saying? Or profane language. So I was like, "You mother lovers."
Yeah.
You biscuit eating. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Most High.
Well, I found the Most High. It's different for others. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Because when I found the Most High, because I've already known, I've had my own inkling that what they was teaching in the church was wrong. And it was teaching me to not like the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was teaching me. Because I would go to church. I have to pray to this dang on white God. I gotta pray to this dang on naked, pretty much a naked white man hanging on a cross. You know what I'm saying? I got all that. I gotta sit there and pray to this man, and he don't look like me. White people got their own. Chinese people got their own. Indian people got their own. But us, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we got the so-called pale face up there. That what you got to pray for? That's stupid, ludicrous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made me say, this ain't for me. That's what it was saying to me. This ain't for me, because y'all telling me that the Christ of the Bible, that this person that they talking about is a white man in a land full of black people. How is that possible? I asked my grandma too, like, hey, can you explain something to me? I was like, Grandma, Grand, can you explain to me how a white man ended up in the Middle East, in a land where the sun is always beaming down on somebody, and he looked like everybody else? So you telling me everybody in Egypt looks white? You telling me Moses in the Bible was a white man? You telling me all this stuff, and it was baffling, because she would sit there and she knew the Bible. She knew the Bible back and forth, upside down, sideways, and in reverse. That my grandma has been into this, and she knows, but she still wanted me to go on here to go to church. Just like you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian man sitting here looking at this video, or looking at our videos, and you teetering on the edge, like I don't want to give up what I've been taught my entire life. That is not what I was told. That is not what I've been taught. I'm here to tell you, what we teach is nothing but the truth. You may not like it, but guess what? So what? You gonna hear it. Because if any man has an ear, he will hear. And I'm telling you, we cry aloud. We speak loudly. We will sit there and talk it. We will tell you. We'll teach it to you. Just like you probably sit there and scroll by and accidentally clicked on the video. Now you're sitting there stuck because it's interesting, and you are intrigued to know that there is a black God. There is a black Christ. The people of the Bible the description of the people of the Bible are like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or they look like your dad. Or your father's father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a homie that told me he didn't even know Native Americans was dark skinned. He didn't know that there were like super dark Mexican brothers. Or the fact that we got Judite brothers that are not dark. They're cream complexion, if you will. But
So like I said, like you say, it's so true that when I went to the Passover, twice before, I met a brother, from Las Vegas.
mm-hmm.
Bro, I asked myself a question. I said, what in the heck this Edomite is doing right here?
I think everybody had
but
that
I say,
question.
Evidently some good reason why he is over here. So I went directly, and started a conversation with him. And I ended up asking a question, to what tribe he was belonged to. He told me he was a Judite. His mom was a white woman. His father was a black man.
Mm.
Now you see what I'm talking about. Don't get yourself mistaken that the Judites are everybody real dark peoples, because
Right.
they are not. They are some Judites.
Right.
They pass by white. So there are some Mexicans. If you see them, shoot. They pass by black. I'm telling you that.
Funny thing is, I got a cousin that's Native American as well, because again, our fathers are Native American, and she's lighter than light. She looks like the Native Americans that be popping up on the timeline on your Facebook page or your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? and then there's me. You know what I'm saying? And like, hold up, who is he? You said that he's nah, man. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but when I first went to Cali, yo, I was in class. I'm sitting there, and then this brother walks in, and I looked, and then I had to double look, like, hold up, wait a minute, who let the pale face in the dang on classroom? I didn't know, and I was about to raise my hand and ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's going on here? He was like, hey, how you doing, brother? I was like, oh shit, nigga don't even know the dang on salute. Oh man, we done got infiltrated. Y'all said that white people. Man, I sat there and watched y'all make white people kiss our boots, and we got this mug in the dang on classroom. And then I talked to him. I got to know him. He's like, yeah, man, my father, he was black, and his father was black. But all the women that they've been messing with was of the pale faces. You know what I'm saying?
Edomites.
Right, the Edomites. It's like I say that a lot. The pale face people. That's something that my grandma has been telling me since I was young, and it's always stuck.
Yeah.
The pale faces. Yeah, you get nightmares when you think of pale faces.
now, if someone haven't heard those terms yet, now you know it.
Right.
Pale face means Edomite.
Right. It's an Edomite.
It's a light
It's
complexion.
your so-called oppressor. You know, I sit there and call him that into my last breath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, I talked to him, we got to know each other. And then right after that, I ended up at the Passover. And then I met a Gadite brother. He looked like he was a white ginger that was cosplay. I was sitting there like, nah, man, I don't care what you say. This one might be ours, but him right there don't look nothing like us. And I talked to him. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm from the tribe of Gad. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because at first I was like, nah, man, you sitting there telling me you're a Gadite, but you may be a $5 Indian. Go ahead.
So like I said, let's not forget about thing, the North American Indians are of different complexions also.
Right.
Now remember one thing, it is a clan over here in the state, we call it tribe. Okay, but how can different groups from the same tribe can be called different tribes? Those are clans, right? But anyway, that is a clan they call the Blackfoots. Mm-hmm. Why? Because they are real North American Indians of a really dark complexion.
Yeah, my little sister, she's Blackfoot.
There you
go. my baby sister is Blackfoot Indian. For me, my grandfather was Cheyenne, and my grandma, she was Cherokee. No, that's my other grandma. She was Cherokee. Cheyenne. I believe she was Blackfoot too. Yeah, she's either Blackfoot or Chippewa, something like that. I got the genealogy of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they was telling me that this is how destroyed our people are. So we trying to get reservation, the helps with the reservation and everything. And if you are in Oregon, if you are Native American, they give you help. They get you in housing. They get you in for like food stamps. They help with child care. You get better schools, all types of stuff. And then they also give you a reimbursement of what they should be owing you in that state. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But they only go off the bloodline of your mother. If your mother is Native American, that's when they help you. It doesn't matter if your father is or not. Even though you can't be unless it's your father, because your father carries the seed. Okay. Your father is the seed of life. You know what I'm saying? He's been carrying that life all his life. It's crazy to say. All his life, he's been a bringer of life. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, I want y'all to understand. The men are the bringers of life. The women are the carriers of life. Men plant their seed, women carry it, and they nurture the life that's inside them. And then once it's came to fruition and bloomed, and now they're out here running around getting on your nerves, and you like knock you in the next week, boy, if you don't leave me alone. They'll be raised up. You know what I'm saying? Again, that child that came out of you is not yours, it's his. So, sisters, stop putting our brothers on child support. It's not helping anybody. It's just making us look even worse than what we are. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be destroyed, let us be destroyed in style. I'm messing up. Nah, so yeah, don't put that brother on child support. Please don't. That's not for us. You know what I'm saying? They only want y'all to do that so y'all wouldn't be a black family. You know what I'm saying? They want you the statistics to be from a single a single parent home, and now the brother or sister is out there struggling because all they got is either one mom or one dad, or mostly just one mom. And the mom out there, they so lost and messed up because they don't have that protection. They don't have that head to tell them, hey, my son will not be in the alternative lifestyle. My daughter will not be in it either. My daughter will be a woman, and she will be raised like a woman, and my son will be raised like the man that he should be. They took the man out of the house so they could sit there and make it weak, so they can effeminize your men. So women can think that they can go ahead and what did they say? They're independent, strong women now.
Mm-hmm.
They're making the women masculine, and the men sissified. Okay, it's to the go ahead.
They say, I don't need a man.
They say that all the time. I don't need a man.
Yeah,
but you want somebody to cuddle with you at night.
They go with the craziness. They say I have a personal relationship with God. God is my man.
Christians say that a lot. God is my man. I don't need no other man but him. Yeah, you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life.
God.
Go ahead and do that. Because I know I need me a rib. I know I need me a woman. And I know my women that I choose would need a man. You know what I'm saying? They all going to be sitting there like, oh, hey, thank you for being the husband that I need. I see women out in the school. They're coming from the world and they're sitting there still trying to shed themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they still stuck on that. I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong-willed woman. What we really need is humbled women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They say, I am a phenomenal woman.
The only way a woman can be phenomenal for me is if she was a submissive woman.
Submissive, that's correct.
If she was to sit there and lower her head and say, "Count, I don't want to count," that's the woman I like. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
A woman that at least she knows how to cook and braid hair or something.
Take care of the house.
Take care of the house. Now you got women out there, they got these jobs or they sitting there, they don't know how to cook or clean their meal that they think of is a trip to McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I'm pretty sure you don't want that either.
No.
I'm a man that knows how to cook. I would at least want to take a break from cooking and have my wife cook.
So like I said, I like home cooking.
Right.
The best.
Home cooked meals are the best. They are what I love. You know what I'm saying? I don't got off topic. Slack it. But yeah, again, what we in 2 Samuel 7 and 24. No, 23 and 24. And it says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people? What other nation out there is like us? What other nation out there? Name a nation that is like the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Our women or our people knows how to throw down in the kitchen. I'm saying that because I believe I'm hungry. But who makes the dopest garments? Who sit there and has the best basketball players, the best artists, the best singers, the best writers? No one. You can't find anyone on this planet that is better than a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian person. I keep saying so-called because that's not what you were. That is not who you are. You are of the 12 tribes of Israel. And once you come into the truth and find out who you are, according to your father, because you are what your father is, then you would know who you really are. And then when we all get this together and we know who we are, I ain't gotta say so-called no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta say that. All I can say is you Israelite brothers and sisters, or you my people. You know what I'm saying? I can say that now, but I want you to understand that I'm talking to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because one time I said my people, and Daniel, this Edomite came up and was like, "Yeah, hey, how you doing, man? Let me talk to you. Can I talk to you, brother? Hey, man, I understand that you are pro black. I am too, man. And some of my friends are black, and my sister, she's dating a black man. You know what I'm saying? I've had that conversation before. White man walked up and said, I like black people. Some of my friends are my sister, or my mom used to date a black man. I don't care." You know what I'm saying? I don't care. The only thing that matters to me is if you are of my bloodline. That way I can teach you what I need to teach you.
Right.
But yeah, what other people are like black people? Name anybody, because I can't find them. Even like Israel. Again, he's talking about even like Israelites. Again, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It just further went into thy people, the Israelites. Is there anybody out there like that? Whom God went to redeem for a people unto himself. You are a holy people. For thou art an holy people. We just went over that in Deuteronomy. And to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible, for thy land, before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt. He's only building you up, man. He's building you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's only bigging you up. He's puffing you up to make you, giving hype to you. He's like, there's nobody that's out there like this. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? That I want to be mine. You know what I'm saying? To sit there and bring the honor and bring the fame and everything. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody out there like that. And he the one who took you out of Egypt. He saved you from bondage. He saved you from slavery. Like we trying to do now, we trying to break you free from your slave mentality. We want you to go ahead and come into the truth. Come home and learn to be a brother or a sister in the school. Learn not to kill each other. Learn not to prostitute out your women. Learn to not smoke weed, a very disgusting act. Everything that I've named was a disgusting act. Murdering your brother, whoring out your women, smoking weed. Disgusting. It's an abominable thing. You know what I'm saying? From the nations and their gods. He took you out of everybody else. Again, like I said, with the Skittles situation, you got a whole pile of Skittles of different colors. And you take the grape ones out. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't want to do Skittles, you can say M&Ms. You got all the Skittles, I mean not the Skittles, you got all your in the M&Ms. You take all the brown ones out. That's you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians over here. The ones that he took out of the other nations from serving their gods. And he pushed them out to the side. Those don't belong to him. Those are nothing. He goes, I don't want them no more. I only want you. Go ahead and come back over here. You know what I'm saying? For some odd reason, some people say that they can taste the color of M&Ms, which is hilarious. But not that. Y'all are flavored. Good, man. Y'all are the favorite. You are. I am. He is. You black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people. Y'all are the favorite of the Most High. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. He said forever. Those key words right there. Forever. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying just for a couple months.
Temporarily.
Yeah. Temporarily, like y'all. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the other nations, even though I just separated y'all from everybody else. I don't know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he even said in Zephaniah 2:1, gather together. Yea, gather together. O nation not desired. And the only nation out there that's not desired is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people. Again, you are his favorite people, his holy people that are scattered, that needs to come back together to be his holy people again. And separate yourself from Babylon the Great. Get out of America. I mean, not get out of America. Separate from the what the other nations are doing in America. Go ahead and come back into the fold. The ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Go ahead and come back. You know what I'm saying? Learn who you are, people. Let's see. Unless you got something.
No, I was thinking about second Esdras. Would you were saying that Israel is God has chosen them to be His peoples forever, right?
Right. I mean,
Right.
there's no ending of that time. It's a time without end. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As is the days of old, as it is to the new.
Okay.
He's
And
old.
then again, this is confirmed in the Apocrypha.
In the
Second
Apocrypha.
Second Esdras 6 and 56. All right, and I'm going to read it for you. What it say? What to make the difference? What God has confirmed. What we are talking about today, that we are His people, Israel,
Mm-hmm.
to our God,
Mm-hmm.
His people forever. He has chosen us. But now, what about the other nations? Let's read it. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing,
Ooh.
but like unto Spiro, and has likened the abundance for them unto a drop that has fallen from the vessel. So the most rescuable over here, I mean, the whole chapter is rescuable, but when he spoke about it, say, which the other people we also came of Adam, talking about the other nation, the Edomites, the Africans, the Ismailites, the Arabs, the Hindus, the Chinese, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking about they came from Adam, that has said that they are nothing, but be like unto Spiro. Spiro is when you spit your saliva into the floor, just like that.
Right. Or like if you're talking and the spit that comes out of your mouth, that's spittle too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was bringing out earlier. The water for bringing out that scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, other nations are nothing. They are nothing. Yo. He's like, nah, look, I want you to understand that you people, the true rulers of the earth. I was about to say world, but of the earth, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are something. You holy people are something. The only people that are not something is everybody else. Everybody else is like spittle.
So this confirms, that what is exactly what the ISUPK is doing. We are doing, the job, that we, has been commanded, by General Johanna, to come over and rescue our peoples and let our peoples know, Black, Hispanics, North American Indian, we are special people unto our God. And
Of course.
in the other nations are nothing.
Right.
But see, right now we are so destroyed. We are so destroyed that we are unable to recognize who we are. But thanks to the work, the marvelous work of General Johanna, we, the 12 tribes, Israel, are coming awake again to be what we are supposed to be long time ago, that we have been destroyed by religion and by the white man, which is called the deceiver, which is the deceiver is what the Bible says is the devil, right?
Right.
Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not wrong, by the
That's
way.
what it is. Throughout their religion, telling us that Jesus Christ is a white man, telling us that God is for everybody. The Bible doesn't say that. The church is the one who says that.
Right. Yeah, your Christian pastors, they don't want you to understand. They don't want you to wake
They don't care. The only important thing for them is your money, your 10%.
up. Right.
To make
That 10% is to go ahead and pay for they kids to go to college. Pay for that mansion, that jet, those Rolls Royces or Bentleys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Those luxury things that they can afford is because of you. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Y'all sit there and y'all give in whatever y'all can. You go to church, and I know for a fact you go to church and they pass out the bucket, the basket, and they asking for offerings. And then besides offerings, they're asking for tithes, and then they asking for tributes. Again, they're nothing but pimps just trying to swindle you out of your money.
Yeah.
I know you, black, Hispanic, and Native American man, looked at your moms or your grandma and was wondering, why is it that you gotta give all your money to the church and y'all struggling? You know what I'm saying? What is the point of giving them the money and they ain't even helping you? They ain't even opening up their doors because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are hungry and homeless. They need a place to sleep, or they need food, or they need a shower or something, or to wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? At the Isupk, we sit there and we give out food. We give counseling. We give everything, pretty much everything that a brother and sister needs. If they come into the school, you know what I'm saying? They can get the help that they need. You call into the school. You call into the school right now. I guarantee somebody's going to pick up the phone. And if they don't pick up, they're going to call you right back. You know what I'm saying? And then you can talk to them. And you get counsel. You can go ahead and ask them all types of questions. Why? Because the Isupk, the only place that I know, the home of the truth, is really for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's like you had something out of one.
Yes, sir. I was going to say, the seems to be like when you, in Christianity, when you go to church and pay you 10%, seems to be like basically you are paying some money, to obtain salvation. Just like they used to do a long time ago. The people used to buy from the Catholic Church. I forgot the name of those things. But people come to pay according to their sin. The priests, they desired the money they was going to pay to them, for them, to be saved,
Right.
to be forgiven about their sins. Pretty much, that's the way, Christianity does today. They go ahead, only pay the 10% because they pretty much believe in the same idea. That when you do that, you are doing the right thing. But that is not it. Let's say, like, for example, right here in the Isupk, like you was talking about, right here, we help you spiritually and in
Physically.
some materialistic way. Let me put it this way, okay?
Right.
When I say spiritually, we teach you the truth about the Bible, but
Right.
the way it is, we'll give you the truth according to what we has been told in the Isupk by General Johanna, all right? And when I say materialistic is when if you have a need, if you need some food, if you need some clothes, we help you on that.
Right.
And that is the real reason of the 10%.
Right. Again, our 10% actually goes back to the people.
Exactly.
Even though in scripture it says What's up?
And that's Bible.
Right.
That's Bible.
Right. That's biblical
Okay.
right there. But again, it is a law in the Bible to give 10%. But that 10% of tithes is being helped. It's helping you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? That's what we use it for. We help y'all out. We help y'all with the things that y'all need. We even got prison programs, food programs. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got a lot of stuff that's built towards the people of the world, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Only you people. I don't know if they yet now. I don't care about anybody else. I'm gonna tell you like that. I don't. I really don't. I only care for y'all. If it ain't you, you can go left.
So like I said, actually, the other peoples they don't need help because they already are safe. Let's say for example, the Edomites are the one who controls this country and by far, a good portion of the world, right?
Right?
So they live comfortable. The other nations, let me call it by name, the Arab peoples, the Hindus, the Chinese, okay? All of those peoples, they came to America and make money, okay? And they live from us because we became, their main customers. And they make money out of us. So they live comfortable. They don't need no help.
Right.
But who need help? Economically, let me put it this way. It's our people.
Of
So-called
course.
blacks, Hispanic, and North American Indians.
Of course.
What else?
Right. Again, it is only the people that I see that's still in poverty. Even though the people that came from another country, they came over here. They shouldn't be able to get into the pot. You know what I'm saying?
They're safe.
They out here. They come over here into America and they live way better than you. That says something.
Okay.
I sat there and seen it every day. Almost every gas station is owned by Habibi. You know what I'm saying? Every city or state has a Chinatown. If it ain't Chinatown, it's a whole full area where it's nothing but yellow people. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole neighborhood full. They even got their own stores dedicated just for them. You know what I'm saying? Have you been to Home Fat or Home Tower or whatever you want to call it?
Okay.
It's a Chinese grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see blacks, Hispanics, and Native American shops. You have to look. Like, you would have to look to find those. But you can go down the street and you find any Habibi spots. You find any yellow people's areas. Everybody that comes from a different country is making it better than you are. They live way better than you. I hate seeing it. I really do.
Well, but okay. That's the way it is.
Right. But guess what? The only reason why is because, again, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Y'all are destroyed because y'all don't have the knowledge to sit there and make it better. To make your life better than the living hell that you are living in now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell you that hell is a condition and it's not a place. Heaven is a condition and not a place. Well, it is a condition. Because right now you living in hell while your pale-faced oppressors are living in heaven. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have all this knowledge right here, but We don't know what to do with it. Y'all don't know what to do with it. Y'all sitting there. You've had this all your life. It's been on your grandmama's nightstand or right there above on top of her TV with that little ribbon in the middle of Psalms. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly Psalms or Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I always see every time I go over somebody, a Black, Hispanic, Native American house. They got it open in the book of Psalms, or they got it open in the book of Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But mostly, when you go ahead and check the Bibles, they are in the church or even in our houses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can see that the book, the part of the Bible that has been more real, by the Christians is the New Testament.
Of course.
You can see it, what they read the most, but the way the book looks.
You know what that is, right?
I know.
It's because they believe that the old law has been done away with.
It's done away with.
And again, this is my class, and I'm here to tell you that the law has not been done away with. The old law is still in effect, just like the new law is too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in the days of old, as it is in the days of new. What has been done, and what's going to be done is going to happen. And this Bible is a testament to that. It's giving you. So he said that he's not come to get rid of the law, but to reinforce it. He's not coming to change it, but to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's in let's see. I don't know. Dang it, I lost it. 1 second. I just had it slightly. But he's not coming to change the law. He's not getting rid of it. He's not doing any of that. He's coming to reinforce it and to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make sure that law is upheld the way it should be.
If we read the book of Matthew 5 and 18, it says, the book of Matthew, chapter 18, chapter 5, verse 18.
Right.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, the heaven that we know, the heaven that we are living until today, okay, it's still here, present, okay?
Right.
So till heaven and earth pass, okay, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in the wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Just like this chapter says, until heaven and earth passes, all right? This heaven need to pass, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we are still living in earth, okay? In this heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, under the heaven. I'm talking about the heavens that we are living today, because when the Lord Jesus Christ come back for the second time, that will pass.
Right.
But they say until that, not one jot and one title will pass from this law.
Too.
That's it.
Right. Like but if you read one above that, is the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Okay.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He's not getting rid of the law. He has not done away with the old law. Mm-hmm. And he's telling you he's going to come to fulfill it. He said, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. If you look up to the sky, to the heavens, and then if you look down to the ground, to the earth, these two until they pass, till they die off, or till they end, which will never end. Because if you look up, the sky is never ending, and the ground you walk on will be there forever. You know what I'm saying? One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. So those, oh, well, the old law has been done away with and we only follow the new law. Believe this is New Testament, correct?
New Testament.
This is New Testament. He's telling you he's not getting rid of the old law. He's not getting rid of nothing. Not one dot or tittle shall be cut or changed in the law. It's going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same forever. It's never going to change. Okay? So, those who think that it is, it's not. I'm here to tell you that this is law class anyway. That the law has not been done away with. The law will be fulfilled. The law is going to sustain itself even past my time, past our children's time. It's going to go so far that it's going to be forever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, another part of these laws is that needs to be upheld. You know what I'm saying? Is you're not hating your brother, not killing, not unaliving each other over dumb stuff. So if you go ahead and get to the book of Leviticus 19 and 17, you know what I'm saying? Where it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Should not think to hate your brother. Should not hate your brother at all. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So this is saying that you shouldn't hate your brother. If your brother was in the wrong, you should correct him. Or you sit there and tell him, hey man, that's not the way to go. That's you're breaking the law, bro. You sit there and correct him on the things that he's doing wrong. That's loving your brother. And suffering sin upon him is just keeping him from committing that sin. You know what I'm saying? That brother over there eating a pork chop sandwich, you go, hey brother, you know eating pork is unlawful. It's a sin to eat pork. That's you doing your duties as a brother to love him enough to correct him on what he's doing. And that's eating the pork sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And you know what else? You should also not be hold on one second. It's 1929. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. This is again for you brothers and sisters out there. Brothers turning your sisters into streetwalkers. Sisters turning yourselves into streetwalkers because you can't sit there and provide for your family. You know what I'm saying? That's a sin. Being a streetwalker is a sin. And I'm going to tell you, it's in the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. Right there. Brothers, don't sit there and make women into hoes. It's like, I don't think I should be saying that. But it is what it is. Don't make your sister a harlot. Don't make her a prostitute. Keep her from being a prostitute. Again, to love thy brother and to rebuke him. It's the same with the sister. You love your sister. You rebuke her. You teach her the rights and the wrongs. Hey sis, it's not right. It's not wise to be out there selling your body. You know what I'm saying? That's not appropriate and it's not something to be proud of. Understand it's shameful, and that's why you do drugs. That's why y'all out there doing drugs and sit there and suffering from alcohol poisoning and everything, because you out there doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Selling your body is one of them. Killing each other is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land full of wickedness. You see, it's wickedness all over. It's wickedness everywhere. You see prostitutes. You see them. You know what I'm saying? That the only way that they'd be saved is if they stop doing it and come in. I don't know. We could save them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to be saved. Mm-hmm. They really don't. The land will be full of wickedness. They're going to sit there and go against you at everything. And that mentality that they have to go ahead and go, the first thing that they do is go sell their body. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the easy money. They want to sit there and go out and make that quick money because they can't figure out any other way to live. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced that with other sisters that I've seen in the world. I had a sister tell me that the only reason why she sat there and does what she do is because she doesn't have the education to get the stuff that she needs so she can get the job that she wants. She can't keep a job doing anything else because she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't have any life skills. In the UPK, we will teach you life skills. We will. That's the practical knowledge in the UPK. The ISUPK is the practical knowledge. That's what you need to learn. That's what we will teach you. We teach you sisters to go ahead and cook, clean, and make sure everything is the way it should be. Teach our women not to be whores and teach our women to be women again. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 16 and 27. It's lacking. It's like I'm speeding through these. But I want you to understand something. I've been bringing this out pretty much all throughout the class. This what I'm about to bring out now is a disgusting thing that I see all the time. You know what I'm saying? You smell it too. You smell it too. It's a problem, especially with the young bucks. We was out there on Sunday at the field, and all I smelled was that dang stinking behind marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there doing all that bull crap, and you got, bro, you don't look cool doing it. To be honest, you look a little sus. You know what I'm saying? I find it very sus to go ahead and smoke a blunt. Because you got to take this phallic object and suck on it to make yourself happy. That's like it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You got this object, this object that's a phallic-like object, okay? You know what I'm saying? You place it in between your lips and then you know. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the process of getting high. Right. When you sit there and put something in between your lips and suck. Pause. It is what it is. But that's a sin. That's a sin, sis. You shouldn't be out there doing that.
And it is in the Bible.
It is. That's what I'm about to bring out now.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
And also, women that think that's attractive, it's not. It really is not. I find it weird and disgusting. Woman was like, "You smoke?" No. You? She's like, "Yeah." Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Lord be with you. Because I've already, look, you do know smoking is a sin, right? And they're going to be like, "Oh, well, that's my sin to take." I've heard that a lot. But like in the book of Proverbs chapter 16 verse 27. It says, An ungodly man, a person that is of the world and don't follow the Most High, an ungodly man, you know what I'm saying, diggeth up evil. And in his lips there is a burning fire. Good night. And in his lips are a burning fire. You digging up these dang old marijuana bushes, and then you got this process of making it and doing these chemical reactions, and what is you practicing witchcraft. That's what you're doing.
See, when Salak is
Mm-hmm.
my mind. See, when you smoking weed, right? I mean, you want to smoke the last little thing,
Right.
and in order to smoke it, the fire of the paper and the weed itself, it goes directly to your lip until and you stop smoking until you feel the fire in your lips.
Oh no, it goes beyond that. I seen the dude sit there and get all the way down to what do they call it, a roach? Get it all the way down there and go.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious? Like, are you serious?
Yep.
It's that serious, man.
That's the way it is.
It is. That's the way it is for them. You know what I'm saying? They sit there and they will eat it.
Yeah.
After smoking it, it is. It's not. It's not good. Okay. And I know there's what month is this? October.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this pagan holiday coming up. Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah. I don't understand why y'all follow it. It's going against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? First off, you sit there and tell your kids 364 days out of the year, don't talk to strangers. Hey, don't take anything from strangers. Don't take candy from strangers. You know what I'm saying? But one day y'all go out and then y'all go to strange people's houses dressed up like prostitutes. And you got your kids dressed up too. And y'all go up to houses and y'all knock on the stranger's door. You know what I'm saying? Begging for candy. I'm pretty sure because I grew up and my mom was like, don't talk to strangers. Don't beg for anything because you ain't homeless and you got stuff at home. You know what I'm saying? Don't take candy from strangers. Now you sitting there. Now they sitting there doing this one day out of the year. Mm-hmm. They're going up to neighbors' houses, knocking on the door, begging for candy. They get the candy, and then when they get home, they still gotta go through the candy because why? They don't trust the people because they out here putting fentanyl and all types of other drugs in the candy. So now the parents gotta go through and look and make sure all the candy is not damaged or tampered with. You know what I'm saying? Back in the world, there was the reason why we stopped going is because we went to a house and they gave us little Reese cups. Mm-hmm. And when we opened it, it was nothing but maggots.
Damn. Wow.
Never went out again. You know what I'm saying? Never went back out. But yeah, that, again, you got to be careful. That's why we don't do it. The Lord, the Most High, has given you high holy days for a reason. He's giving you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans certain days to celebrate and to uphold. You know what I'm saying? A feast of the tabernacles. It's an 8-day feast.
Okay.
You sit there, you go and cook up some good grub in the kitchen, and then y'all get together as a people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you eat, drink, be merry. You know what I'm saying? You close it. You eat, you drink, you be married. You know what I'm saying? And Halloween, it's something that the Most High did not approve of. You know what I'm saying? Pagan holidays in itself are something that he does not like. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it for you. Amos 5:16. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 16. Hold on. Hold on.
You say 5?
It's 5 and 21. I said 5 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back into my notes. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, and for those of you that sit there and say that hate is not in the Bible, God does not hate, it's right here. I hate, plain and simple, I hate, I despise your feast days. He despises your feast days. He does not like them. To despise something is to have a perpetual hatred for or dislike for something. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like it.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
can you give some examples of what the Lord hates about the feast days of the ungodly, of the heathens?
Okay, so some of the things that he hates is y'all sit there, the things y'all cook, for one. Y'all sit there and put pork on the grill, and y'all make that offering, I guess, to the Lord. You pray over it, and you think it's righteous for you. Mm-hmm. And the Christian church teaches you, as long as you pray for it, mm-hmm. it's good for you.
It's not.
It's also
it's clean again.
Right. Again, another example is he gave you your own days to celebrate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These other pagan holidays are the celebration of other gods. You know what I'm saying? And he took you out of that nation so you wouldn't be serving other gods. Again, that's why I said, why I brought out serving, you can't serve two masters. You know what I'm saying? Because you would hate one and love the other. So if I'm with my God, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans God, I hate the pagan holidays that they have. The fact that they got to sit there and go after different gods and sit there and have there's different meanings and different representations for their pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? Easter is the when they were sacrificing babies and taking eggs and dipping them in the blood of the babies that were sacrificed. That's where the dyed eggs come from.
That's Easter.
Yeah, that's Easter.
That's Easter, which is actually in reality, the real name for Easter. The real name biblically is the Passover.
Right. Our Passover is
the celebration in the Passover, but Christianity has
right.
converted into Easter.
Yeah, it's the celebration of Esther.
Exactly, the death and rise of Jesus Christ.
Right.
That's not biblically.
No, it's not. But Easter is the worship of Esther, the goddess of fertility. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving. It's the celebration of when they sat there and slaughtered Native Americans. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not it. That's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah. Well, okay, but for people who doesn't know, what the real celebration of Thanksgiving is the massacre,
right,
and the killing of the Native American Indians by the English Europeans,
right, and
in order to possess this land,
of course,
and then the North American Indians, as kindly they were, because the Europeans, they came on a cold time.
Mm-hmm.
They received them, and they gave them turkey. Mm-hmm. All right, because that was the bird that was available on that season.
Right.
And they feed them with turkey. Eventually, on time, okay, they changed this thing around when they start killing them. And that's the meaning of Thanksgiving, is the killing of the North American Indians. And in today time, we celebrate them by eating turkey.
Right. The pagan holiday of Thanksgiving.
And
is the celebration of the slaughter of the Native Americans.
And remember, and after that comes Black Friday.
Right.
Black Friday is another festivity, okay, in which the white man, took their the so-called blacks into the main plaza, and sold them at a cheap price. So that is exactly what's going on Black Friday. The stores they offer they price as a low cost.
Right.
And that's where people goes crazy, but they don't know exactly what are they celebrating. And the Bible say that the Lord hate.
Right.
Okay,
he
those kind of celebrations.
You know what I'm saying? Again, like you were saying, celebration of Thanksgiving is the celebration of the slaughter of the Native Americans. The day after, the day of the Black Friday events, is the celebration of when the pale-faced oppressors were selling the so-called black and Hispanic people and Native Americans, because we were still there, you know what I'm saying? But they were selling us as half off, or they had different prices for us that wasn't full priced. Just like when you go to the store and they got the stuff that's half off and half price, that merchandise is the representation of the slaves, which were merchandise back then. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're celebrating. Different things that you do is going against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Good night.
Well, so like I said, remind, let's remind many of those celebrations that God hate, okay, on the feast days of the Gentiles, all right, or the other nations, birthdays, Christmas,
right.
New Year,
right,
Independence Day, all right, and so on. So those are the festivities that our Lord Most High hate, okay? But instead of, the festivities, which are listed in the Bible,
right,
as for us to follow, is, for example, all this week, we are celebrating the festivity of the tabernacles.
Right.
Okay.
And, I believe the next one is going to be the next one is going to be the feast of Hanukkah.
Yeah, and so on. So we have the Passover, the feast of the unleavened bread,
right.
And man.
But not that's the next high holy convocation.
Okay.
But yeah, like celebrating of birthdays. I can give you where it says that, not in here, but where it says that celebrating a birthday is one of the highest satanic rituals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a satanic ritual to go ahead and celebrate birthdays. It's even in the Bible that you shouldn't be celebrating birthdays because you sitting there putting yourself above Most High. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. Those are different things of the pagan holidays that he hates and he despises. And that is my time. Like, we're gonna go ahead and tell you like this: you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, so-called, come to the Isupk. If you're watching, you call the school nearest you. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. We're everywhere. If you was to look in the right places, you will find us. You know what I'm saying? We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Under Commanding General Yohana, we've been around since 1969, teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians the true, who you really are according to the scriptures. We are not affiliated with any other organizations or groups. We are in the middle of a high holy convocation. It's the Feast of the Tabernacles. It lasts until Saturday at sundown. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact the school near you. Need counseling, need food, you need clothing, you contact, again, the school near you. We have prison programs. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got the cookout, the Houston cookout coming up in November 23 through the 26th. I advise y'all to be there. It's so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. If you are coming into the school and you want to be a trooper, you dress in all black, pants, boots, scarf, head wrap, headpiece. You know what I'm saying? Not head wrap. That's for the sisters. Headpiece. You know what I'm saying? And with that, that's my time. Shalom.